As you inhale, press the low back into the floor. And as you exhale, release the low back, but exaggerate the natural curve as you lift the low spine up off the floor. Rocking on your tailbone. Inhale, flatten the low back, creating length. And exhale, release. Repeat a few more cycles with your breath. Inhale, the low back grows long. And exhale, fully arch. As the back relaxes. So this time as we inhale, pressing the low back into the floor. Our next exhale, we're going to peel the spine up, one vertebra at a time, beginning with the tailbone. Coming into a bridge. As you inhale, lower the spine down one vertebra at a time. Your next exhale, exaggerate the arch in the low back as you rock on the sacrum. Inhale, rounding the low back into the floor. And exhale, peel the spine up. Repeat a few more times through the cycle using your breath to initiate each movement. Slowly finding stillness as you lengthen the legs onto the floor and just pausing, noticing how the spine feels, the back, the breath. Once again, we're going to bend both knees. Taking them a little wider than hips width apart. As you exhale, drop the knees to the right. Inhale, lift the knees. And exhale, the knees drop to the left. Cycles, linking the movement with your breath. And when you've done both sides evenly, coming back to center. Turn off the video. Now as we exhale, we're going to drop the knees to the right. Reach the left arm up overhead to 12 o'clock. Take the right foot and place it on top of the outer side of the left knee. It's going to bring your arm this way down. Inhale, reaching long. Down. Inhale, reach, full body yawn, pediculate. And exhale, let it go. body yawn. And exhale. One more time. All of our stretches should feel just this nice. Full body stretch. 1. Exhale. Find stillness. Come to your breath. Hold this for 2 to 5 minutes and then slowly come out. And I want you to come long and notice the difference between the left side and the right side. This is where the work happens. It's what I call body scripting. Re-scripting the holding patterns in the body. Legs, and we'll go to the other side. So dropping the knees to the left foot comes over on top of the right leg. Reach the right arm up overhead and inhale, pendiculate, full body yawn, reaching, and exhale. Inhale, reaching, and exhale, releasing. We lose one. Glad you caught that. Inhale, reaching. And we'll hold that for 2 to 5 minutes, coming to stillness. After your 2 to 5 minutes, whenever you feel like it's time, slowly coming back out. Noticing you might feel a little fragile when you come out of these poses. And just come long on the mat and breathe. Good. Time. We're going to draw both knees into our chest. We're going to rock. Now interlace your fingers around your left knee. Draw that knee into your chest and flex your toes back. Inhale, extend the right heel up towards the sky. And hold for a few breaths and feel your hamstrings and your calf muscles lengthening. You can circle that ankle if you want. Now as you exhale, draw that knee into your chest. Feel the low back grounded down into the earth. And as you inhale, with no movement in your low back, reach that right leg towards the floor. The minute you start feeling the back arching, stop. As you exhale, rise up. Inhale, lower. So your edge may be right here. Or it might be right here. But wherever it is, just make sure that you're not rocking in the low back. On inhale, we lower the leg. And on exhale, we lift. Set a number for yourself, 10, 20, 30, 5, whatever you want it to be. And then once again, between sides, lower the legs and just find stillness. And notice what's happening in your low back. Now we're going to repeat on the other side, and what I want you to notice when you do the other side is the difference in your range of motion. So draw the right knee into your chest, Fingers interlaced around your shin, toes flexed. Extend the left heel up towards the sky. Bring your toes back towards your shin. You can circle that ankle a bit. Exhale everything out. On inhale, find the stability in the low back and the mobility in the hip. Exhale, slowly lifting out. So the beginning of the inhale initiates the movement down. The end of the in-breath is the end of the movement. The exhale initiates the movement up. The end of the exhale is the end of the movement. And then once you've done whatever number you've chosen for yourself, you once again come long and pause. Find your breath. Time. You're going to draw both knees into your chest. And as you inhale, flattening the low back into the floor, the legs come out, the arms come out, and then we lift the head. Exhale, draw in. Once again, no movement in the low back. The mobility is in the hips. So this may be where you're able to go. Or you might be able to go a little further. Keeping that low back grounded into the earth. We're looking for stability in the low back and mobility in the hips. You might start with 10 and work up to 20. If lifting the head becomes too much, lower the head and just do it with the arms and the legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. We draw in. If you're feeling this at all in the low back, you're going too far. And then when you're done, you'll pause. And once again, notice how the back feels. Cut. The next one, you're going to lay on your side. Your knees are bent. Place your top hand just on your top hip. You want to make sure as you do this next move that you're not rolling or rocking back. Okay? So as you inhale, you lift the knees. You pause. And as you exhale, you lower down. Now an inhale, really press down to the side of that right leg, that bottom leg. And as you exhale, release. Inhale, rising up as you root down. Think of Newton's third law. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Exhale, release. So we'll do that 20 times on each side. And between each side, you'll pause. Come to your back and just find stillness. Okay, time. So bringing the hands to the floor, right at your chest. Inhale, lift up, relaxing your glutes, and just hold for a minute. Close your eyes and breathe, and notice how it feels. If you need to walk your hands further out, honor that. And then lower down and come long and just breathe for a moment. Coming back to Sphinx. You're going to reach the left arm forward and we're going to take the right leg. Actually, you're going to lower your head down. So inhale, lifting the left arm and the right leg up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower down. And then you'll pause, staying long. And as you breathe, I invite you to feel the movement in your low back. As you inhale, you feel the spine lengthening. Exhaling, feel the curve returning. This is the play between the psoas and the diaphragm. And then we'll repeat the other side. Right arm reaches out. Inhale, lifting the left leg and the right arm up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rising. And exhale, lowering. And then we'll pause. Cut. Take your fists, placing them here in your glutes, or fingers down, or fingers up. Inhale, lifting the chest as you press the pubic bone forward. And exhale, moving into the space. On inhale, you should still feel the breath moving down into your belly, creating space, and exhale, going a little deeper. Hold for several breaths, rising up, and just staying tall. Don't go into a forward fold. Time. Next, we're going to do a modified pigeon, or backwards pigeon is what I call it. You're going to bring your shin parallel to the front of your mat, which obviously I'm not on a mat. Your foot is parallel to the side of the mat, and your thigh is parallel to the other side of the mat. Your back leg starts off bent. Right hand comes to your foot, left hand comes right to the side and above the knee. Inhale, lengthening the torso. Exhale, lowering down just a little bit. As you inhale, ground down through the side of that left leg, and exhale, lower. Now, if you don't feel like you're leaning to the side at all, but staying straight and even your weight evenly distributed on that thigh, you can lift your hand. Inhale, rising as you press down, and exhale, lower. But if you're leaning at all, you're going to feel it in your low back, so give yourself permission to use your hand. Inhale, lifting, and exhale, lower. You can hold it here for several deep breaths. Also being mindful not to drop the head and fold in that thoracic bend, but keep the chest lifted, shoulders out of your ears. And then keeping the leg here, we're going to walk the right leg back as straight as you can, working to bring that hip forward. This leg, you notice, didn't move. So as we inhale, we're lifting the chest. Exhale, staying long. If the tops of your toes are on the ground, as you inhale, press the top of the foot into the floor to lift the knee. And exhale, lower. So as we inhale, we're pressing down through the top of the bottom side of the left front leg and through the tops of the feet. It's called PNF, propioneuromuscular facilitation. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, lifting. And exhale. And do this a few times. If you want, you can then find stillness. Once again, making sure you do not close off the heart and round. Stay long. Part of our flexion addiction is in this thoracic bend. So keep the heart open. Find your breath. And then when you're done, slowly coming out. Once again, coming long. And notice the difference between the left side and the right. And then when you're ready, roll to the side, use your hands to push yourself up, and we'll do the other side. Same idea. Shin is parallel to the front of the mat, foot is parallel to the side, thigh is parallel. Your back knee begins bent. Your hands are on the floor. Now notice how here I'm leaning more to the right, so will not be lifting my hand up. Inhale, growing long, pressing through the side of that front leg. Exhale, reaching the heart forward as I lower down. Inhale, grounding down to lift. Exhale, releasing. Holding for several breaths. And then slowly you'll walk the left leg back. If the tops of the feet are not on the floor like mine are here, it's okay. We're working to bring this hip down. Releasing the piriformis. That knee may need to stay bent. Once again, being mindful that you don't round forward, that you stay long and lifted. You hold it here for several breaths, 2 to 5 minutes, whatever time feels right for you, or time allows even, and then slowly coming out. And once again, take time to pause and be still. And breathe. Time. Sphinx pose. Once again, straightening the arms. And just see if you notice a difference in the low back. Exhale, coming back, long on the mat for a few deep breaths. And then we'll come back to our forearms. We're going to bend the left leg, and we're going to reach back with the left hand. Bring the heel as close to your bum as you can. It might be just here, but if you can come closer, do so. And notice how the hip wants to lift up off the floor. After a few breaths, I want you to then press that hip into the earth and work that knee away from the hip and up off the ground if possible. And feeling free if you want to even lower down. Making sure you make contact with the floor with that left hip. And hold for several breaths. Maybe working your way up here even to 2 to 5 minutes. Slowly releasing, coming long, and breathe. And I like to check in. So once again, bringing the hands to the side. Inhale, lifting up. And notice the difference between the left side and the right side. And then exhale, slowly lower down. And pause and breathe. And then we'll repeat on the other side. Once again, grabbing that ankle, bringing it as close to your bum as you can. Making sure to press that right hip into the floor. Reach that knee away and work to lift the knee up off the ground. the chest is lifted and long, 4, lowering down. Making sure that hip maintains contact into the floor. Trying not to squeeze your glutes. Holding for several deep breaths. Make sure you're not holding your breath. And as you exhale, releasing, coming long and pausing. Hands to the side. Inhale, lifting up. And just checking in. And exhale, lower down. And pause. Time. It's a hip movement. You're going to take your right hip and push it over to the side like a girl with an attitude. And do it to the other side. So you can start going from side to side, really opening that movement in the hips. Then you can circle and lift the right hip, scooping it over. Lift the left hip. So you're working on one plane, making a figure 8. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, releasing. Doing that for several rounds. And then you can reverse it by lifting up and dropping, lifting up and dropping and lifting up. Time. On inhale, we're going to lift the chest. Exhale, pause, and lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pause, and lower down. Making sure you don't squeeze your glutes when you do this. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, pause, and lower down. And ideally for that one would be 5 sets of 10 a day, especially if you have a disc bulge, can help heal that. And then once you're done, slowly lowering down and pause.